I want to hear what.
Sloan, let me speak. Let me speak. Okay, this is my life. Hey, so Regina, thank you so much for your kind words. I just want you to know, I just told my partner that I could hear the nervousness in your voice, and I want to say thank you so much for coming on the panel and facing that nervousness and saying what you're saying. It means so much to me, and man, it's just amazing to have all of y'all interacting in the way that you are. I feel like this is really powerful. So, Sloan, not trying to cut you off, but yeah, this is my life. So anyway, back to you, Sloan. Carry on. Thank you.
Thank you for understanding, because I'm also hot in temperature right now. And Sloan, I am a single parent that only want peace. I come in peace. I want to do this for my son. He's 7. I want him to know the proper way to move in his stance, in his stand, in his position, way before he actually has to get to my age, which is 45 years old. I can actually give him what it is that he needs. And he listens to some of these lives or information, and I don't even know that he's listening. But one day he told me, he was like, yeah, I read Meet Your Straw Man. He's 7. And I'm like, how did you read it? It's because he heard me listen to something related to it, and he takes in what I'm saying, and he actually knows how to discern the spirit, a lie from the truth. And I'm very, very grateful, and I really appreciate you, Whitestead, for actually understanding my nervousness. And it is not necessarily a nervousness as in something that I don't know how to say it as far as like other than saying that being scared. It's just a nervousness of because the enemy wants me not to do what I'm doing. So when I get this feeling, I know I'm supposed to do it. So JC is asking or answering questions in the way Leah is asking her on my behalf. I'm over here Googling certain things.
Do you know the host?
No, I don't know the host. I just stumbled across the live, and I actually messaged you.
Why did you stumble? Because we have to honor the host.
Oh, I did. I mean, for the most part, I thought I did coming in. I've helped with the live goal, but it was a separate live that I stumbled across. I don't really get on TikTok much, but when I am on it, like I was scrolling through and heard a certain word the other day, and I messaged you, and you sent me a little heart. I messaged you about how you had your composure the other day, and then I got back on live today, and I seen the live again from Whitestead, and then I seen you were on there. So I actually just been in the comments. So as you've been answering certain questions, it's triggered certain questions for me to ask. So I'll just put them in the comment. And Leah has been so graciously been asking those questions for me, as far as like the one about I guess I'm on the soapbox of the 61 EIN.
Well, hey, Regina, thank you so much. I just want to say again, thank you so much for joining the panel. Your energy is amazing. You're welcome to come up here and share anytime. I'm going to go ahead and get back to Sloan because we were kind of in the middle of something. Just hang tight in the panel. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Okay, I'll mute. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Regina. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Did you fall asleep, Sloan?
No, hold on. We're going back to the car. So when we create this bond, it's for the assets and with the price on it, right? And we want to be able to sell the bond on the market, and then I should also use like a credit union. But how do we? Aren't I supposed to? I don't know. Aren't I supposed to be able to like back the bond itself, or can I use like a title or the birth certificate?
Of course. What you're going to do is create a bond on the title of the car, as long as you have it paid off. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a bond for $100 million on that title as long as it's paid off. You'll walk into a bank that can handle that type of money. And I will tell you straight up, I'm not sure if Wells Fargo or Bank of America can do it. You may have to go through Fidelity.
Like a credit union?
Credit union or Fidelity.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. So you're going to go through them to ensure the insurance fund that you're going to create off of your paid off car. Now, if you don't have like your mortgage paid off, what you're going to do is you're going to do a quiet claim deed on the house, put it in the trust. Then you're going to file a claim to pull the insurance off of that security. What the bank's going to do is they're going to sell it. You're going to allow them to sell it and fractionalize it 9 times. So you're going to claim like 10 times the money for your insurance on the home. That's how commerce works.
Okay, I don't have a home. I have a rental. So remember the other day when we were all on, remember Bank of America took my car title, scanned it in, which means they have it, but then told me that I couldn't have the medallion stamp. So I'm wanting to go back to that. Yeah, so I'm wanting to go back to that and tell them to use that bond, the car title, to be able to use it as collateral and back the bank account. Yeah, possibly even the timeshare, Elena.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of wondering who I need to even approach within Bank of America, because if I go into the actual...
Those people are corrupt.
I know, so I feel like I need to go to like either the CFO or probably even the trustee.
I would find the trustee.
Okay.
I want to take a little moment to try something. Steven, you're like my top gifter all the time. Go into, instead of hitting that live goal, leave that for anybody else that wants to gift. You're banned again from my live goal. I want you to try to get into the gift gallery. You can click on like my name or whatever, and then where it shows like follow, unfollow, or to send me a message. Above that, it'll say gift gallery. And I think if you do that, then whenever anybody sends anything that you're lit up in my gift gallery, it'll put your name, like your little icon, by the gift. So everyone will be seeing your head pop up every time they gift, as long as you light up the gift gallery. I think that's how it works, but I'm still trying to figure it out. So you're actually helping me figure that out. Anyway, back to the show. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Petey.
And the crowd goes silent.
We're just taking it all in, y'all. This has been amazing, as usual.
It really has.
Since we got a second, I'm just going to say tap the screen, share the live out, even if you hit copy link or, and make sure if you're new here, you click the follow. If you're part of the community, get your heart for today because it is after 12 here. So it's only one coin. So get your heart and make sure you change your notifications to all notifications because you want to know when we're live because no telling what we're talking about and what information is going to be dropped. So definitely follow, and follow everybody on the panel.
And we have moved up in the TikTok rankings quite a bit in the past week, guys. It's only because of y'all. TikTok is not supporting this channel at all. Every time I do a live, I check the stats. They remind me that no one came from the For You page. It's all from user interaction from within the live. So thanks again for all of your support. We'll go ahead and carry on with the show now. I appreciate it.
That was cool. I love that, Will.
Elena in the comments wants to go back to how to pull insurance from a mortgage claim.
Sloan, are you still here?
And Mama, hey Mama, I just want to say your son is really smart for listening in at 7 years old. A lot of kids that age cannot even comprehend or even would get bored with something like this, like a lot of the stuff that is.
I appreciate you. I've been teaching him since he was 2. Like, he knows what difference between an asset, a liability. He understands that he has 6 employees, and if I tell him to name one of them, he'll name one of the bills. Either it's Jackson, Hamilton, Benjamin. He understands that and been knowing it since he was 2.
That's awesome. I also do homeschooling with my son, and if I could, I did friend request you if I could get some feedback back and forth about homeschooling too. My son's a little older, but still I like to keep the connection with all the homeschool parents that I can.
Okay, I'm going to follow you back.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm going to go back on mute.
Sloan.
Hey, Sloan, somebody in the comments says, oh shit, I lost it. Do you know, hold on, wait till the little, okay.
Thank you, Steven.
Do you know anything about the thrift accounts that Patrick's talks about?
The spendthrift?
I don't know, it just says thrift account.
I think this is spendthrift.
I do not. I did his spinal process and it worked. I do not. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Oh, and is it Regina? I've been trying to follow you back, but it keeps saying your account's private.
Yes, I will follow you. Well, I'm following you right now. I probably after the live have to go in and just accept, but I'm following you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, Regina, I just followed you too.
And I'm following you too already, but I'll go through and make sure I do accept after the live. I just don't want to go out of it.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
wonder what happens on that when it doesn't allow you to follow back, though. It's weird.
Same here, Regina. I tried to follow as well.
Okay, so I'm Dreaming Too says, get the car paid off by following Brandon Joe Williams. Brandon has a website, onestupidfuck.com.
You love doing that, don't you?
He has
You love saying that.
I know. He has another one that's called like sitonmyface.com or something. He's so raunchy.
He's a good guy though. He knows a lot of good stuff. He gives good advice.
Yeah, absolutely. I had him on one of my lives one time, but it was so staticky and just it just not a good connection. And then somebody else asks, what books is all of this in? There's going to be several books. It just depends on like what.
Yeah.
level that you're at. If you're just starting out, I would start out with like Meet Your Straw Man. That's going to give you very basic kind of information.
Redemption 5.
Say that again.
Redemption 5.
Redemption 5.
Are you asking to put the Redemption 5? It's 5, like the number 5. Sean, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Redemption 5. I got the
Yes.
book on Telegram last night, 4 and 5. Yeah.
I'm taking it's the Redemption Manual number 5. I worked with the guys on the first one.
Is the host still on here?
Yeah. He's here, Wednesday.
Ask me any question. Just make sure you ask correctly.
Okay, so can you use the DTCC as a pass-through?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also use your private banker's EIN as a pass-through too, yes?
Correct.
The DTC is the in, the DTCC is the out.
It's a third party. It's not where you want to be.
What on the DTCC?
Let the host ask me any question he wants to ask.
Oh, Wednesday. Go ahead.
White State, do you have any questions for Sloan?
I cannot lie.
Sloan, what is the thing you love most in your life?
This right now, this moment.
Marijuana.
Helping others.
You are not right.
The regulated goods.
Helping others, knowing that I have that kind of freedom when I don't have that kind of freedom.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on surrendering the birth certificate?
Your birth certificate, you don't surrender. What you do is you turn it in because it's not yours. But you make money off of it.
And where do we turn it in at? Is it the 1111 Constitution?
Nope. No, it is not.
So where do we do that at? I feel like we would have to turn it into the Treasury, back at the Treasury, yes?
Correct.
And then we would also do a perfected assignment to let them know what to do with it, yes?
Correct.
And once they do that, that's going to add funds to our account,
Go to a 3-letter agency.
like an IRS.
But somebody else.
A 3-letter agency, but somebody else.
IMF.
The SOS.
No.
That's not right. Can I phone a friend?
Yes, you can phone a friend.
Well, I'm just thinking if it's not 1111, it's Janet Yellen.
Nope. She's dead.
I know. That bitch was out Gitmo.
The UPU.
No, you have to do it.
Oh.
No.
What are you doing, Sloan?
Oh.
LCC.
Who said that?
The OCC. Yeah, you know me.
It's me.
So we would turn it into the OCC, and write a
I'm
letter
not
of
saying
assignment.
anything else. I will not say anything else.
Okay, well, tap your phone like go if it's a yes.
I'm not saying anything else.
Tapping isn't saying.
I'm not saying anything else.
You done with that?
Silence is acquiescence.
Acquiescence. Then along with that, you don't have to say anything else, but along with that, we would just write the assignment of what it's.
Correct. Well, you need to
I think you need to let them know first what you're doing.
mm-hmm.
That's the assignment.
Correct.
Oh, you got to notify first. Okay, so hold on. We got to notify first, then send it in with the assignment.
I'm not saying anything more.
You don't have to. We got it. Accept it for value and put it on the
Yes, Lee, yes. You put the puzzle pieces all together, girl.
I know. I'm about to get a badge too. Aha.
Don't forget your t-shirt.
And a t-shirt. JC, bail me out. 1-800-JC, bail me out.
JC Bell Bonds.
That's funny. I'll bail you out.
I'm going to stick you on my speed dial then, because them bitches are coming for you.
You better learn my phone number. I am a bitch in the courtroom.
You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever
judges
be,
hate
and I don't want.
Who did that? Oh, that's you? And then sign the back. Yep, do a charge back. Is what
It's actually a good song.
and is what you're not saying written in books that you mentioned. Yes. She just can't talk too much. We have to kind of read between the lines, like blink twice if it's a yes, because she's under an NDA,
She was waiting for you to sing back up.
right? Oh, I'm from outer space. I got Milky Way evolution in my veins.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Right? Give me a record deal. I got a badge.
Damn, there. Yes.
I got a badge, she says.
Look, if they can walk around egotistical asses and I can have it's not really a
Crack me up.
Okay, so Lee, how does apostille of the birth certificate affect anything? Okay, Sloan, how does apostille of the birth certificate affect anything?
Well, I believe without it, you won't get very far.
The NDA with the Pope? Maybe. She could be an agent. Mute. Sloan, you're muted if you're jamming. Yeah, because I know it's not ours, but still.
No, but I believe you still need it. Yeah, you still need that done. Recorded. And I believe it's got to be the county of your BC or B.
Make sure if you're new here, click the follow. Click the follow. That's up at the top.
Yeah, in Pew play, not necessarily, unfortunately. Not all are. You got to actually request that it be that. And both
Listen,
those words
guys.
mean the same thing.
There's two ways into this window. It is not what you think.
Are you talking about the Federal Reserve discount window?
Correct.
And how do we get there?
OC. I won't say anything more.
Bitch, you high. You won't say nothing.
Any other questions?
No, but you
Ask me now. Nope. If you have an adoption birth certificate, I just gave this earlier. If you have a birth certificate, you have another bond. That's more money.
She said earlier you should claim both of them.
I'm adopted. I claimed all 3 of my birth certificates as I got passed along. That's why I have what I have.
The adopted is actually worth more too, isn't it?
Correct. Because you're sold by the state. Just like your driver's license, just like your birth certificate, just like your social security.
All right, Sloan, this is host. You've been waiting for me to ask you a question. I am going to be getting with you in the future because I don't think now's the best time, but we'll be talking about the adoption affecting the birth certificates and what to do with all that, okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was adopted. I claimed my actual, I went back and found my birth name, claimed that in all its royalties. Come to find out, that royalty was tied to a big oil company. Everybody heard of McClure gas station or McClure oil?
No, I haven't.
That was my heritage. I claimed it. Billions of dollars I claimed off of that. And that was my birthright past the adoption. Blew my mind when I found that out.
So did you go back and do your lineage?
I went back and just wrote my birth name, and the IRS found the money.
I know, but don't you have to do like your lineage and then send your lineage to the IRS?
All I did was put my birth name when I was born, which wasn't actually on the birth certificate, but I claimed it prior to that. And they found that I was tied to the McClures, which was an oil company.
Dang. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was huge. It was huge for me. I couldn't believe it when I found it out.
That's amazing. Because I'm working on my lineage right now, and I've gone back 4 generations thus far and found that my great-great-grandfather was the one that penned the Declaration of Independence, so he scribed it. So I would like to bring him forward. But then because of the organization that he was in, I just don't want to be approached. I don't want to be part of that organization. Like, I don't want somebody to come to my house and...
Right. That's what I did. When I did my... Yep. It's all private. once you work in the private, nobody can touch you.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to do it from the private. That's what I did.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm working on right now. The last couple weeks, I've been working on finding out my lineage. And there's somebody here in the chat. If there's the 107 people, if you guys see, she's up in the box. It's J&A Research, and she helps people find your lineage. She can trace back and all that kind of stuff. She's right here at the bottom left, right next to Sloan. Mm-hmm. And she will help you, bring your family forward. Now, Sloan, when you did that, did you send it to a particular location with the IRS? Like, was it out in, I would think either Puerto Rico or Ogden? Did you have to send?
I did it through the IRS.
Mm-hmm.
And I claimed my birth name as I knew it.
But who did you send it to?
The IRS.
Right, but where?
Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have everything.
Yep.
And it wasn't my birth name, because my birth name had been changed, but I knew I was adopted.
Mm-hmm. But then on the birth certificates, you claimed both.
I claimed both. Yep, through the IRS. Yep.
Yeah, because essentially you are both, because you were born into one name, but then you were adopted into another, so you can do that.
Right. That's what I did. Yep. And come to find out, my birth name was tied to oil. The McClure family that owned gas stations and oil rigs. They were prior to some of the gas companies that are prominent today. And I claimed all that money back.
What's wild there is usually at birth adoptions, it's very hard to figure out your real birth name. So,
right.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I knew mine because my mom told me. I knew my father. He was there up until I was 5. And his family owned the gas stations and oil. And I knew that. And I went back in and claimed it. Because they abandoned it.
And you claim it with the 4 forms that we were talking about earlier?
No, I claimed it with eminent domain and the farms. I banked off that. That was billions of dollars for me. It's all sitting in a trust, but I control it. But yeah, that was huge for me. That was eye-opening for me. It led me down this path.
When did you start all this? How long have you been on this journey?
Probably about 20 years.